onto Bromas, nearly got it, but Bromas able to get to that health pack. But Spain needs to get back on the point. Diving in again, Bromas does go down. They pop Jasper out of the mech though, and that may be enough for Spain to push Japan back a bit here.
Oh, they killed Jasper though. He's gonna have a chance to respawn, and the respawns are gonna come in faster from Japan. I think they've got this, Noah.
Well, they've got the kill, certainly. There's a Transcendence built up so fast for Yos, and they just got to get rid of the last members of Spain. That's it. Only Bromas left gets taken down, and Japan will win King's Row and go up in this series. 1-0 for Japan.
That is such an upset.
No,
it's only one map so far in this series, but Japan coming out with a very unconventional way of playing Overwatch.
I love it, man. I love this. This is why I enjoy the World Cup so much, because you never know. You never know. I mean, sure, you can have your stats on paper, and you can have this knowledge from seeing these other players play a lot, but when it comes down to it, you just never know. Ooh, Winghaven looking looking a bit upset.
Well, they need to come in with some more aggressive pincer attacks, and this is where perhaps the fact that Spain hasn't played together very much recently may become a big factor.
Bromas did not look like he agreed with what Winghaven said there. I think there's a bit of a tension here right now. That was great. Let's check out one of the best moments from that first map, guys, between Japan and Spain. Let's check this out. What's it going to be? Darton always having that nano boost. Here was part of that final push, just going in immediately with that Primal Rage again. And you just don't see Primal Rage used as an offensive tool very often. It's like a last resort when you're about to die most of the time.
Well, especially because they're using it as crowd control to push people to the Diva ults. Now, it is like, let's be real. It's not the most efficient way to play Overwatch because they had to use 3 ultimates to do that, and it isn't the greatest. But if they're not expecting that, and you keep doing that every time, eventually you're going to get some kills, and you have to take a step back and really reevaluate how you're playing the game if you're Spain, because you just need to disengage from that. Just fall back, hide, scatter. Like, don't let them do that to you.
Well, I'm all for this, though. I love this. This is Doa style Overwatch right here, man. Hyper aggressive, get in there. Everybody on the team looking for kills.
Everybody uses their ults at once.
That's right. What are those ults for? Those ults are for getting kills. Those ults are for winning fights. And that's what you got to do, at least versus Spain, apparently.
It really is an all-in style, though, right? It's very all-in. Like, you have to win those fights so decisively every time that you get massive pushes on the card. Because if you don't, and they somehow manage to stall you out, Japan may have some trouble later in this group stage, but right now, they are pushing Spain around.
They've made a statement, at least, as we come on to Nepal here for our second map. And, win or lose at this point, I think Japan can be pretty pleased about how this started, at least.
Well, they have their thing, and they're doing it, so
they do.
I'm curious if this is going to yield the same dividends on Nepal here on Control, or if we're going to see anything new from them.
Well, this is where Spain has a chance to stabilize, but we said that last time when we went into Time Bank for Spain and Japan too. So we'll see. Spain, I think, take a deep breath, guys. Enjoy the cool mountain air of Nepal, and just relax. It's 4 games. Yeah, you just lost to Japan in front of thousands of people at the World Cup, but that doesn't mean you need to lose the series.
That's right.
That's right.
And Japan is not going to be playing with an Ana this time, which was sort of the crux of that playstyle alongside their tanks.
Yeah. When we talk to Japan about their practice schedule too, most of these guys, I think everybody but Tayo lives in a team house right now and practices with each other full time. And they said practice against challenger teams from Korea. And while those are challenger teams, obviously, there's still a lot of talent in that pool.
They're still Koreans.
They're still Koreans. That is true. So they get some good practice. They do get some good practice. That means they're probably playing against like Meta Athena a few months ago. That's great. Here we go. Brawl on the high ground as we get things started on Village on Nepal. Spain in the red, Japan in the blue once again. And it looks like Bromas leading the way for Spain to take this early fight. Japan with a few people left on the high ground. A chance to turn it back around, and it looks like they are. Nobody on the point right now. Somebody's got to get there.
Just a massive brawl, actually. Everything breaking into small skirmishes.
What am I watching here exactly? Nobody has touched the point yet. Guys, this is control, not deathmatch. There we go. Japan finally getting some people on there. And Spain's like, we got to get back there in a hurry. Looks like they can. Yeah, they are the only one on the point, I believe, right now.
They're going to wait for some respawn before they try and recontest, but that was a fun deathmatch. I didn't realize that mode was in Overwatch, though.
You know, I love 6v6 lockout elimination, and that's like as close as we're coming right now, but that was cool. Spain back on the point right now, trying to fill up the control meter. Really fast sound barrier for Japan, man. Spain trying to just clean up the rest of Team Japan to take the point once and for all. Japan, though, actually got a little bit more control meter built on there yet again. Still 0% for both these teams.
That was a very late transcendence there, but it looks like they're still going to be able to win this fight. We saw so many ultimates used because of the bloody brawl that occurred before the point was even taken.
They still don't have it. Okay, there we go. All right. Calming down. Very excited. Need to calm down. Spain getting the control percent, building up now. Japan, and so here's our question. Here's where this is the position I wanted to see Japan in, actually. I want to see them fight against an entrenched defensive Spain.
Well, I think you're going to get that for now.
Yep.
And Dayarton is just going to fight Harry Hook.
I guess they're just going to also find Doc as well. And then they're going to jump on the point. They're going to kill Winghaven. And it looks like they're just going to win a fight pretty handily and take the point.
Harry Hook was,
there you go.
Harry Hook was desuited before that fight even began, so the target selection good from Japan. Take him out immediately.
True.
And then solidify your control over the point. Only 29% able to be gained for Spain right there. Both divas will be entering the fray with a self-destructing mech.
Sounds fun. Unless you're the person that makes mechs and you're like, what, you blew up another one? These are expensive. Neptuno picked off really early. Jasper grabbing a couple of crucial kills, and Japan way ahead in this one. AKTM untouched on that soldier, and now Japan chasing down for a couple extra kills. I think it's time to back off, though. Yeah, there we go.
Japan used no ults because the self-destruct from Spain was sort of thrown off into the hinterlands of Nepal.
Yep.
Maybe he was trying to cause an avalanche on one of those mountains in the background, though.
See, that's a great idea. You cause an avalanche, you bury the point, and then nobody gets it. There. You happy now, Japan? Yeah.
So Japan really easily able to outflank that one.
Yep. Tayo coming back in. He's still got that pulse bomb to use. As soon as that transcendence is up, he's going to go for it, man. Waiting. There we go. Oh, he stuck it to the diva. Harry Hook really low. Popped out of the mech right now. Here comes the attack, though, from Toxicin. Use that attack visor. They have the sound barrier on both sides. And so far, again, we're looking at AKM's perspective, and he is relatively untouched here in this fight.
Yeah, he is, and the cleanup is all there. Japan had to use everything that they had to defend that, but Spain staggering their ultimates in a relatively inefficient fashion, not able to match blow for blow.
Yeah.
And Japan maintains control of this point, Doa. We're ticking up to 90%.
Japan reminds me of the Zerg player in StarCraft that just only 6 pools. And all he does is Zergling rush you. And it beats you, but you get so angry. You're like, I know it's coming. Why can't I beat it? But he's just so good. Oh, nice
great pick off
again. AKTM, man, this guy's been really impressing me.
That is spanning the angles, and even though there are 2 members of Spain on the point, the other 3 were cut off, and killed in that hallway. So where are you going to go? That's going to be it.
I think that's it. OT ticking away. I don't think anyone can get back there from Spain in time. And Japan, they're going to win King's Row, and now they're going to take the first point on Nepal. And if you're Spain right now, you're like, uh-oh. This is not what we expected.
Well, that was definitely a wacky point there, but Japan controlling it after that first brawl erupted into total chaos, came back, and they just had much more efficient use of their ultimates over the course of that match. And I think Harry Hook maybe not the most comfortable on Diva. Maybe we'll see a bit of a swap up and roll here because he's having trouble controlling the zones with the Diva ultimate.
I think you're right. I wouldn't mind seeing him swap things up a little bit. And, you know, you generally want a Diva in most of your compositions these days. But, you know, Harry Hook's got a lot of talent on a lot of other heroes. Might be time to make some big roster switches as far as what role people are doing. But no time for that now. We're on to Sanctum. Japan coming in on the high ground. I like that little helix rocket from AKTM. Optimistic, but you never know when you're going to get a good amount of ult percentage from that.
Now, Japan's been pretty routinely winning these poke wars, given a long enough timeline, and they're playing further back right now as Spain wants to use that health back, and here comes the dive.
Japan going deep. Tayo gets a kill on the Bromas right away.
Both DPS down.
Yeah, firing through that shield, and it looks like Japan is in prime position to claim this point early. Oh yeah, they'll get it.
Wow, impressive
Seriously.
aggression. They didn't. If they had just let Spain hang there, the mega health back over time would have given Spain a bigger advantage. So they knew they had to move and control that. Tried to make the aggressive play and succeeded in doing so. Still not exactly sure. We didn't see how the back line was actually destroyed right there, but both DPSs focused down very quickly.
You know, you can call it over-aggressive and all that, but Japan has been very decisive about their picks, too. I mean, honestly, this does remind me of a lot of, like, lower-tier Korean teams, like, hyper-aggressive, but also very decisive. Japan going in again. AKTM has that tac visor, and they're going to chase Spain all the way back. And, oh, my. Holy cow.
That was a massacre. But Doa, yes, it was a massacre, but they used both support ults in order to pull that off. So, again, we question the efficiency of it. Looks spectacular with that pure white, but now Spain is going to be coming in with a strong counter push here. And there's still plenty of time to work with in this.
Let's watch that one more time. They're going to, as we see, great name from AKTM, man. I mean,
layering of the support ultimates there. But they're going to win the next fight anyway.
What the what? We didn't see all of that, but you know the thing is going into that one they had both tank ultimates and we didn't see it. But Dearden and Jasper were both using it, and that was enough. I mean, those are two very good zoning ultimates, and when you force people into uncomfortable positions, the DPS can take advantage of that.
Absolutely. Still not something like Spain needs to figure out how they're going to play against this Japanese squad.
Yeah.
Because that should not be happening right now. The teamwork has been rather sloppy.
True enough. Spain with the Lucio ult now, so this might be enough. They did take out Tayo early. And okay, so Spain does finally flip it. 95% for Japan. Japan with all the time in the world to build up some ults and come back.
And they just let that one go. And guess what? The late pick on the Bromas there might be crucial.
Could be. I mean, they can come at this if they go in as a 6v5 here.
Yeah, they can. Yoz is back up. He's running back to the point right now.
He's floating anyway.
He's floating serenely.
Going to be transcendently. Here we go. Going in now, and when has not having ult stopped Japan from attacking a point? Gets one on the dock right away. Oh, there's a pulse bomb, and AKTM got a little bit caught there, but it is okay because the rest of his team is dismantling Spain.
They're going to try and finish up some of these kills. Are they going to commit? Tayo looking around the side. Transcendence has to be used.
Oh, man, they nearly booped off Neptuna. That was so close, and we are into OT right now. Japan looking to close this one out. Overtime ticking away. Harry Hook coming in on the Diva, and here comes Winghaven as well. That was a boot. Harry Hook knocked off the edge. Great play by Claire, or that may have been, I think that was Dearden. It was Primal Rage actually instead. Bromas fighting for life. That OT is ticking so fast, and Japan will 2-0 Nepal, and they will go up 2-0 over Spain.
This was not the results that anybody expected.
I love it. I love this kind of stuff, man.
Dearden is just wrecking the front line.
Well, we have got a replay from that last map. Let's check this out. I mean, there's so much to choose from. What's it going to be from Team Japan in that last match?
Look at the play of the game right there. We saw the Soldier 76 from AKTM.
Here we go. All right. Great. So this is one of the early attacks from Japan on Sanctum. And yeah, again, they used 3 ultimates to do it, but it's about sending a message, Monte Cristo.
I mean, like you said, though, I totally agree. It's about the decisiveness that we're seeing from Japan, right?
Yeah.
They are all committing to a play.
That's right.
And Spain is not doing that. It is a very coordinated team game that will always trump. Even if you're not doing it perfectly, at least you're all in, right?
True enough. Well, Spain has a chance now to sort of discuss things, calm down a bit. We're going to go to a quick break, guys. And when we come back, Japan, we'll see if they can complete the 4-0 of Spain. Do not miss it. We'll be back in just a few.
The Overwatch World Cup is brought to